Okay. G'day, Australia.
Good day, Australia.
Master Sam Corral. Yeah. We're here at Manila in the Philippines, and what we're going to do is an impromptu discussion, a little bit of stuff, a little bit of things happening, just to put it on tape for all you guys back home, so you can see what's happening out here. Here's Jeffrey.
Yo.
Okay, come on, bring it down, man. Don't be empty-handed.
Master Blast.
All right. And we were showing Sam some of these things when he comes in, and we cut the hand and go for it. And basically, you were saying,
Yeah, if you can just block it, go straight. You don't have to cut the wrist, no? You can just go straight, no? For practice, that's good. For practice, that's good, see? For practice. But in an actual fight, just go for it. See? And once it gets inside, don't just give him one thrust. Work on him inside, see? This one, we call it kalikot, you know? That way, you see to it that the guts are well cut. Otherwise, oftentimes it happens, it just slips through because the guts are very slippery. You ask the doctors in the operating room and they will confirm what I just told you. So that's one technique, see?
So if I was to come in on a thrust to you,
Yes.
you carry...
If I have to block, advance, cut, or here is one, see? Just cut here, cut this way, round, work on him. See? This one, cut, up. See? So he's finished, for sure.
what about sacrifice?
Yeah. That's part of the sacrifice, you know? For example, he's got a big bolo. You have a big bolo here?
We have to have a big ball in it.
Yes. For example, the bolo.
Just have to have one hand.
If you are ambushed and suddenly someone, and you have to have your hand cut, give your hand, but work on him. The same way as I just told you a recent ago, see? Work on him. You might lose an arm, but you're still alive. That guy is finished, he's dead, he's done.
Doesn't matter which...
These are the real stuff that works in the street or wherever. For example, these some people, they concentrate on grabbing, like Hilo people, or some Filipino knife fighters, they concentrate on following this one. You come up with a street guy, you put some oil here, you hold him, and he slips, and you get cut, see? No more control. You try to control him like that, he slips, you get cut, see? So, if you have no time, of course you can still parry, but if your attention, your strategy, your tactic is on holding onto him, you're a gunner, see? So, you get near him, thrust, use your body weight, everything. Use your head, see, everything. Then work on him again, see? See, the body is a natural protection. So, when you hit him with a knife like this, up, because the heart is located somewhere here, protected by the breastbone and the ribs, see? That's it.
What about you were saying about the Balushi style?
The buriki. We have a style called buriki. Buriki is an implement, a tool of implement used by these people engaged in rice business. It's, do we have a sample here? Oh, that's too bad, no? It's nice to have the real sample. But anyway, perhaps you can show the people back home. You know?
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
The buriki style, it's got a hole inside it, like a rib, hollow, sharp. It's used for the rice when you want to test what kind of rice it is. Just stick it inside, get a sample of the rice, then you can just do like this and close the gap again. Because it does not cut through the thread or the straw thing in the buriki. The buriki is also a word for burika, the prostitute. It means an intrusion, intrusion, buriki, an intrusion. So it's a very effective weapon because it's legal, and so there's no hassle with the legal authorities when you use such technique. There are so many forms of using the buriki, and I think you can teach the people back home.
So if I attack you with the stick instead of the bowler, you use the same concept if I come
Yes.
to hit you, sacrifice the animal?
You can sacrifice your own always. If you have no time, for example, you're sitting down. So you have to sacrifice. You can't help it. Sacrifice. Because you can choose the ideal situation. Inside a bus, cramped bus, inside a train, cramped train. What can you do? The sacrifice. The sacrifice the arm, you know, not the head, you know. Some guys say you are being trained during tournament to stick your head. See? That's not the proper way. You develop bad habits. And such bad habits will ultimately finish you off. Will kill you. See?
Big difference.
Better to lose an arm than a life. You know? Yeah.
So it doesn't matter which angle you attack, if I attack on the backhand or come under the head, it's still
Sacrifice a block, you know, block. If you can avoid it, okay, you can avoid it. But that's the ultimate recourse in there.
Yeah. Exactly. So it doesn't matter what weapon you use, it may be a bottle.
Yeah, it could be a bottle or anything, you know.
What about the film that can't press this much?
Yeah, for example, my nephew, he just killed a, you know, and I hate to say this, but a Muslim, you know. I'm not being a Muslim guy, you know. He was attacked by a knife, you know. He was holding a pitcher of water. All he did was grab his buriki, gave him the pitcher, and started working on his neck. And so the guy just kept falling, dying. The guy, you know, kept on slashing at him. Slash.
Automatic.
Yeah, automatic. He's already dead, I think, you know, but he just kept on slashing. Because, yeah. So you really have to cut it. The whole thing, you know. Otherwise, so the technique, the key point there is the spinal thing. See? So when it comes to guns, which doesn't have a killing power, stopping power, example a 22 caliber, or the ladies' gun, the small ones, you have to hit it here, from the mouth down here. It will hit the spinal cord, which will automatically stop him dead. If you don't have a 45 caliber, that's what you use.
Otherwise it's superficial.
Yeah.
Not enough to stop him.
So make it a point. If you get a knife, work on him. If you don't just fast like that, work on him. There are some people who are sadistic enough to enjoy seeing your guts coming up and see you panicking, you know. Yeah, lots of people like that. Guts falling out, just keep on putting it back inside, run, you know, getting white, and falls dead. There are people who specialize in that. You just give you a slash. Slash only.
So if you don't have a knife and I attack you with a stick, how do you replace the knife?
Well, if I will use the technique of the guy who used to teach you in the tournament, come and you hit me, I give my head. See? Perhaps that guy is subconsciously suicidal, you know? That's why he's teaching you that way, see? That's why sometimes tournaments are not good, see? Tournaments tend to give you bad habits.
So
For example, you get used to being hit in the face. Yeah. That's the one disadvantage with tournaments. Yeah.
So in reality, if I come in and attack,
you have to block with your hand if it's possible. No?
Yeah.
Of course, you can always work that. If he's close, you know, you can't attack him that way. He's at the losing end, eh? It's very easy to block it if you're close. So you have to be compact, you know? Compact. Yeah. That's the problem. You like this? You have to use your fist. It's one. It's like a fighting bomb. That's why I saw this guy using this technique, you know, jumping. That's a fighting of style. But way back in Sydney, we call it long shot. Remember? We call it a long shot. Right? Yeah, but if you see the Philippine fighting cup, the game cup, they do that.
yeah.
Because they have this long, tight like razor thing, you know. So when you are inside, you are able to block this one. This one also. This one. You don't punch that way, see? This one.
Yeah.
So the eyes first. Eyes. This.
I see. Yeah. Same for knife. If I, come in and try and
Yes.
stab.
He has to block, no?
Yeah.
Work on him at once. See? The eyes. You can get captured if he wants to, no? Eyes first. Don't work on this first. Work on his eyes. And it's finished. See?
Yeah.
That's
So,
the most important thing.
a lot of it is
If
movement.
you are a girl, you've got long nails. Long nails, you know? Pigeon ball. Then... that is doomed, eh?
After all,
He smiled before he died.
It's powerful with the women, it's long nails, you know. They just give it either to a drop, you know.
What about just kind of some of the importance of sinology? Remember when I first trained with you, and I said, oh, don't worry about sinology, let's just teach me like this.
This is an awesome.
Just go slowly, so it's happening on the screen. Two more.
Thank you.
So,
Don't you sound cool?
Oh, I don't know.
Just start a single or something. And just talk generally about it if you would, maybe.
Say it doesn't flow, does it? The main purpose of this is
the main purpose is a question of using both hands, you know. You must be ambidextrous. You must be able to use your left and your right. Two hands are better than one. See? But of course, ultimately, what will decide is the mind, see? Because if you're not, even though you're trained in using both hands, if you didn't train your mind to ignore the pain, you get hit here, your whole body will feel the pain. You can no longer think. That's the main problem there. So in higher training, in our advanced course, we do a lot of mind training. That's the most important thing. That's where the soul of Arnis comes. The spirit of fighting to the end, to the finish. That's what Arnis is all about. The spirit of Arnis. You never give up.
Yeah, like using your ratio and when you get the mind.
Yes, it's oration thing, you know. You use all this stuff. Without this, mere techniques, you become simply mechanical.
not the spirit.
Yeah, the spirit, it is that which you really develop.
Yeah. So what, some singles?
Yeah, some, maybe it's like this. See? That's one example. But you see, you have to develop lots of techniques with this one, lots of variations. In fact, someone said there are so many variations, but I've never seen anyone devote so much time to that. In fact, because if you develop lots of variations, you have to put name on it. If you don't name it, you can't control it. So perhaps you can numerically name them or give codes. Otherwise, you know, how can you recall? Well, what did you give me? That one, that thing, see?
Well, what we might do, Sam, to show you what we've done. If you remember, first one told me to single.
Actually, those are just names, you know.
Yeah.
Those are names. Most of them are misnomers. But
X button. That's fixed. And double. Advanced double. I just think now my mistake. Remember the fun I had with advanced double? This is truth time. Serrado double. Reverse double. And we're on there. It's a very hard work. So,
of course, you know as well as I know, and I'm supposed to know, that when you're doing this stuff, you keep on moving around, you know, different positions, lying down, running, you know, things like that, or backward, you know, forward, left, right, things like that. Keep on moving. You know? Because in a real fight, you don't stand. Just keep on moving. Keep on moving. So there should be mobility, speed. That's why you see this Filipino guy fighting the English guy. He kept on using the long shot thing. And all the guy, all that the Filipino did was evading. Evading. You must be very quick with your feet. It's something up and down technique. Up and down, see? You must be very quick. See?
Like a spring.
Yeah.
Just
You
now,
must be very, very quick.
we're going to take a San Miguel break. Incoming minutes.
Incoming.
Here.
Okay. For example, Espada Indaga. The first principle, aside from theory, is my first very effective student. Espada Indaga is also goes down the nature of a game of one-upmanship. If you got a knife, got a bolo, I got a bolo. Then I get a knife. See? Some people just put too much emphasis on
One or the other.
the use of two at once, you know. But in actual fight, you hide the knife. You don't show him the knife. So fight with the same knife, you suddenly get in. See? That will catch him by surprise. See? That's what they call ambush. Because in any fight, treason or ambush, you decide the outcome of the game or the fight. So that's one thing. One who is interested in this, especially in his combat aspect, which is what it's all about, should always remember.
Surprise.
Yeah, the surprise aspect. So this thing you just use for practice. Practice. But in the real fight, you hide it. Ambush. That's the best thing.
So what about all that stuff we see on American videos on Corral and all that sort of stuff, where they're doing all this locking in on the blades and catching and
Yeah, you know, when you play with this stick, you play with the sticks, you know, but you can't use it against knives, see? So you have to adjust a lot. For example, with the knife, you can cut. That's why sometimes you cut like that. For example, you're holding this knife. See? When you can cut, and then you thrust, or here. See? It's a different thing. If you make the stick, you cannot do like this. Doesn't make sense. See? But with the knife, you do like this. After cutting him like that, you thrust, right? Here. Slash. See? That's one thing. Here. Be careful, see? You can't do that.
You can trust it.
Look at the kids sword and the dagger.
Some people are doing this double sticks, then they will apply the same thing with the sticks
And what
knives.
do you do with this sort of stuff when it comes in like that?
Well, that's a very good play, you know. When you're mucking around, that's very wonderful. That's very wonderful. But like in many other things, you have to go straight to the point. See? You should be direct. Simplify, as my friend Terry says, you know. Simplify. Keep it simple, stupid. See? Because it's KISS. Keep it simple, stupid. So we need all this stuff, these drills, you know, just to train your muscle memory. And also, as we used to say, variety is the spice of life. You want to enjoy life, you know. It will bore you. That's why Perry used to say, I hate fanatics, you know, because they're boring.
One
They
thing
bore
only.
me to death, see.
There's one thing only.
That's one thing you can do about it.
And what about the broken spear technique you do?
The broken spear, yes.
The liver.
You have the rubber band here?
Yeah, no, not a condom.
Not a condom, please.
Rubber.
This one, yes.
Yeah. What's the history on that?
Some people you can see body somewhere knife, holding it that way. See, with another stick, and give me another stick or two. Yeah, another stick. See, this one. See? 2 sticks, then a knife. Again, it's a question of one-upmanship. See, you got a stick, I've got a stick. I get 2 sticks. You get another stick, you get 2 sticks, I get a knife. And where will I put it? So this is the best way to use the knife. See, so you have an advantage over him. See, because you can't win a fight. You don't have any advantage over him. One way or another, one technique or another. See, you have to have another one against him. And this is one aspect. But they got also this thing because of his own history, which I call broken spear technique. See? For example, this is spear, and this is the spear technique. See?
beyond superfluous, you can move out if you want to have an incoming med.
Yes.
We'll go on with you and see through job.
See?
Luckily we've got his gut on camera.
Yeah, yeah.
This now becomes a stick. Wonderful, eh? Yes. See? Wonderful, eh? See? Wonderful. See? Nice. But it gets broken. So that happened in history. It got broken. And so the guy used it this way. See? 2 sticks plus the sharp thing, the knife, see?
Better to hold the knife end in your hand like that than turn it around the other way?
Yes. With this, lots of variety, and you can use a lot of stuff. You can use it
John,
this
hop
way.
in with a stick and Sam will show you.
Like a bayonet. You can use it like a bayonet way. See?
Can you show it comes in on a couple of angles and that?
Now, the punyal. You always love the punyal style. See? That is the real punyal style. See, that's the real punyal. See? So that's the history. No one's told you about it. See? Either they know it or they don't know about it. They got it from someone else. They told him this is the technique for using it without even knowing its history. See? Lots of stuff, you know.
And is this coming from the Igorots and Ifugals?
Yes, the Igorots, the Ifugala, the Igorots of Cordillera ranges, you know, the mountain ranges somewhere in the north. They are very good with this stuff. They are the so-called head hunters. They love, you know, chopping your head off. These are some of the techniques. They have so many techniques. We have so many tribes in the Philippines. They have their own techniques. Lots and lots, you know, and it has been copied. I've been there, I've seen them, I've been taught under them, you know, but I've not really explored the whole thing. Lots and lots of stuff to explore. What some so-called grandmasters have told you or shown you are just the tip of an iceberg. And that reminds me of another guy who made an example of an iceberg. In fact, Philippine martial arts wise, it's just a tip of an iceberg.
This is under me. Yeah.
And what about showing us, like some of the knife techniques? Go like a knife, yes. The person on camera, and just don't all come up and be a body for you. Start.
What else?
You were telling us before about something with 2 weeks with the grip.
One should have a proper grip. We just can't play with it holding it this way. In practice, perhaps, as you have learned from other so-called masters, and I respect them, you just can't do like that because it's too loose. You will actually lose it in combat. As I've told the pair from the very start, the way you hold your stick will determine if you're a good stick fighter. Like this, eh? You do not do it like this. That's fast. Doesn't make sense, eh? So you have to hold it, you have a tight grip. See? It's the wrist that's moving. As in a balico. See? Balico. See? Balico. See? That's the importance of the grip. Same with the knife. You should have a tight grip. You lose it, you're finished. That's the difference between life and death. See? Hold it. And once, as I said previously, once you get a hit, work on it. Work on it. Inside. Don't let go of him. Be contact. Like a boxer, a judo master is doing it, be contact. Use your weight against him. Use your head. See? And that's the main thing in knife fighting. Once you get inside.
Well, what if, say, you go for a thrust and John gets hold of your hand, what do you advise doing then? John grabs your hands up?
Yeah. As soon as he touches you, of course, as much as possible, don't let him touch it, see? The sharp aspect. Cut him at once. See? Cut him at once. Of course, the techniques of the street guys here in Manila, they put oil, you know? So they can't really get a good whip. See? But with this thing, cut. Cut at once, cut. Work with it.
And your right hand? Your right hand? Yes.
So when you grab this one, you always the eyes, you know? At the same time, quick. See? See?
So you hit him a lot of times in one beat.
Arnis is a really complete art, no? You use everything, but during the tournaments, no, you are very limited. That's why people tend to think that Arnis are just sticks. But the whole aspect of Arnis, lots of things to learn from Arnis. So many styles. So for example, the tusok style of fighting. Under the tusok means thrust, thrust. Which for things like, for example, the ice pick technique. The buriki technique, although the buriki you can expand it, the buriki technique, the cuatro cantos technique, the tres cantos, many kinds, the spear technique, they fall under the tusok style of fighting. See? Because you use always thrust.
One principle.
Why thrusting? The ice pick, for example. Why use the ice pick? One, it's handy, it's legal, can easily access it without being apprehended by the police. And when you use it, you can see it. Unlike a knife, it's big, it flashes during the fight. See, usually it flashes. And so with this technique, so slippery. Secondly, the body is protected by several ribs and the breastbone. But with an ice pick, it could easily pierce through. It can pierce the lungs, it can pierce the heart, pierce the bone too. If this one, see, the breastbone will stop it.
So that's why you always tell us to come in with a blade flat.
Yeah, that's why it's like this, see? But always, when he moves, there's the tendency to, when you move, the knife, because if it's like that, see, it will not penetrate his lung, natural protection, see? There's a tendency. See, it moves away and goes like that.
Jam the knife in the
It will jam, see? That's why in your army training, you're told, what do you do when it gets jammed? Fire a gun, fire it. And the other guy says, why should I use my bias if I have a bullet? See? But that is a very concrete example of what I mean, it gets jammed. It's a nice word, jammed, it gets jammed. With an ice pick, it does not. It's a pity, we just take along those.
Yeah. You can leave.
So all you have to do, my friends, to contact my friends whom I personally taught this exotic technique.
And
So that's back to this ice pick technique. One, in a country like the Philippines, where to be poor or not to be underprivileged is to become disadvantaged. See? Once the ice pick gets into you, during a riot, for example, a rumble, they call it rumble, gang war. Once an ice pick gets into you, what happens? You never feel it. I've been to several fights, but I never felt all those punches. Only afterwards, after 2 hours or after a day, I can't get out of my bed, see? Because of all the pain in my body. But anyway, it's my point, see? So, an ice pick thrust, you will feel as though you were just punched, softly. But you will never felt you were hit at all. So after the fight, the guy runs away after hitting you. Oh, he's afraid, he ran away. Hey! Go. Full of confidence, you sleep, never wake up. You're drowned with your own blood. Because the blood doesn't come out, see? That's the main aspect of it. What did you get hit? Of course, in our fighting here, we have learned that after the gang war, we inspect all our bodies, our head, very same, the armpit, because there are lots of hair there, you never knew you were hit there, see? After all those examinations, she found out you were hit. Hospital as well. Hospital. There, the wound is very tiny, very tiny. That when they operate on you, it will take hours. So they need blood. If you're poor, there's no blood for you, you die. They perform an exploratory surgery on you, loss of blood or shock trauma, you die again, see? I asked the doctor, how does it happen? It's better if the ice pick was left in your body, You know where the wound is, how deep it is. And it can even stop the blood, from the being blocked, things like that. So when this ice pick is pulled out of their body, you never find out where the wound is because it's all pink, So they have to
find it.
Have a big cut.
Yeah.
And so in the process, you die. See? That's how dangerous it is. That's the ice pick technique. So many types of fighting that never been discussed anywhere. But these are the real stuff.
And with the mano-a-mano, the empty hand, like some of the techniques and some of the strikes, what would you show up against drum there? Yeah, empty hand.
No.
The left hand. I love my knife. I have carried big, you know.
Oh, no.
There are many ways of handling a knife. Let's tackle the empty hand later. Because if you're into boxing, you know what I mean. For example, you're a boxer. All the things that are prohibited is the thing you use. You're prohibited from elbowing. You're prohibited from hitting below the belt. So you only hit the nerve. See? This one, see? The nerve here. See? Use that. Use that. See? You see? Everything that's prohibited from boxing, you simply use it. Boxers have good footwork. You can use that. See? But the most important thing is the head back is that cloak. Don't pull your hands like this. Always close.
What about open arm strikes?
Yeah, the palm, of course, the open palm that you all know. Those who are starting karate, you know that. Even this one open palm, you get into kung fu, you also use the open palm to break. She's bigger than me, but I can slam him against the wall, using this with my weight. It's like the Tai Chi of Chinese. But in actual fight, it's very powerful. You know that. Can kill it. Bang. I mean, I mentioned about the guy whom I slammed against the wall. 6-footer guy. That's one thing we shouldn't do, fighting, We should avoid fighting as much as possible. But if you have to fight, you have to win. That's what it's all about. So it's not a question of whether you're big or you're small. There are techniques for big people and there are techniques for small people. So you have to apply it. You shouldn't be, you have to apply it creatively and flexibly. Otherwise, you become mechanical. That's, I think, what Bruce Lee is talking about, being mechanical.
Let it just happen naturally.
So what are some of the major target areas that you strike?
Always, you have to, as much as possible, get the eyes. That's the most important thing. Once you strike his eyes, you can no longer see. How can you find? How can you fight? All these so-called blind swordsmen,
ninjas.
they're Hollywood stuff. Hollywood is good when it comes to entertainment. When it comes to Hollywood, America is very good at it. See, and so some martial artists, they tend, it's not intentionally, they really tend to amaze you with all this fantastic, unbelievable, incredible stuff. And that will kill you. So, avoid them. You who are in Australia, you want the real stuff? My friend Terry or Jeff or my friend John here will tell you what it's all about. Believe me. Yes. What can I say about it? Yes, our system.
Are we working yet?
There is a ranking system because there's a need for it. For many reasons. You just can't simply stamp it in just one session or things like that. There's a system to be followed. During the early Filipino times, Philippine martial arts thing, it takes a lot of, it takes lots of years to study the whole stuff. And of course, you not read it like this way, but it takes years. Except unless otherwise, of course, they are about to fight, especially during revolution. They have to make it quick and fast. All this knife thing. You should have seen all those bamboo stuff they used for fighting their enemies, the Spaniards. They really won the revolution. Because many people thought that they lost the revolution. They won the revolution using spears, knives, bows, But the Americans robbed us of the victory. The Spaniards sold us for about $30 million. That's it. Because they want to have a graceful exit, an honorable one. Yes. So, anything else you wanted to know? Did I answer your question?
I think you did, Sam, so I think you'll just come on the beat or close.
Close up of Perry.
Incoming leads outside. We've run out of San Miguel's, so we're going to have to take another mid-grade. I'm going to shoot down a few. Seriously though, what you've seen on this tape is gold. Okay? It's a real thing. It's martial arts at the street fighting level. And it's stuff that's priceless. And all I say is that a big salama fall to Master Sam for giving us this real honour and opportunity to put it down on tape. My man. Shit.
Right away you get a reform. Okay? You don't know your partner. When you switch partners, the big guy's going to get the little guy, the heavy guy's going to get the light guy. So you can feel energy. And when you change partners, you don't know your partner's name. You be first to take hand to friendship. Right up to go. Cross over. One. Cross over. One. Stop. Cross over. Yeah.
Just trying to get away. You move them anyway.
Man, if this hand hits this way, punch again. See how he's going? Punch. See, this can hit. You got to know punch. One hand control. One hand can hit. Punch. One hand can hit. One hand control this hand. So what I want you to do, you're going to punch left hand. If the left hand, right hand is over, the right hand control. This hand hit here. But in practice, just touch the bicep. I can handle fist the bicep, I can knuckle the bicep, hit it here, and hit palm this way. If you hit this hard enough, you can numb this whole arm. But you can finish it. Punch. See, I carry this side here. Still in a ready position. So punch. See where he's going? The on top hand controls the outside hand hit. But you hit the arm only, just punch. Punch. 1, 2. 1, 2. When you open, I can change. I can put the left hand over control. Hit. Left hand control. Hit. Only when you're open. Hit. 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 Right hand over. Left hand over. Here I shook. I gotta know which is my top hand. This is the low hand. This is it. So once you're here, you're already in this position. You step, you gotta come out. Now I'm open. I can change any hand. See what I'm doing? All right, so just do it slow. Left hand first. Also, you got to know that you're doing the same here. You got to know you on the outside. See it? When you hit the right hand, you do the same thing. But you got to know you on the inside now. See all that stuff? So, right hand over, right hand control. This slow. Practice the right hand over. The only time you change is when you open mode. Left hand over. Just feel that with your partner. All right, try to control it. Yes. Good. Touch the bicep. Tricep. Good. 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 Now, left hand control. No. Yeah, you can control that hand. No, right hand. Good. Legs are different. The hand closed or it's open. So if you hit two, you hit two. 1, You know what we're going to do? We're going to stick it all around up here. Knee to shoulder. Knee to shoulder. Because some of you are going to like this. You're going to hit the diagonal and cross with my head. I step back, you lose everything. But if you go down diagonal, if I go here, you still got the body. Law enforcement likes this stuff. Because we don't go to the head, we don't go to the body. We take the limbs. They don't come out this way here. You see it? All right, try out with your partner. Left. You don't know how they're going to punch, but your defense is the same. Punch right, 1, 2. You got to know you're on the inside now. Hand close to here, hit, 1, 2. Okay? In reality, it's 1, 2. Hit, 1, 2. Okay? Left hand, 1, 2 on the outside. Wrist, shoulder joint. Okay, hit. Wrist, elbow joint. Wrist, shoulder. Just know these joints. Okay? Once you got here, 1, 2, 1, 2. All right, take it to partner. You go. Go there. Stick in hand. Stick in hand. When you hit now, you're in this mode, like this. Sit up to you. You hit from the shoulder blade all the way down to the knee. 1, 2. Right hand. 1. Yeah. Sure. Now reverse it, going up. Knee to shoulder now. No, left hand forward. 1. I'm going to. And up. 1, 2. You want to exit. Down. What's the right? 1. All right. 1. Going up. 1. Up. Oh, yeah. You're on the outside all the time. You got to go whatever hand in the front. If I go here, 1, 2, right hand in the front. 1.
Jerry.
2. When I hit here, I grab here. Index and your middle finger and your thumb. Grab the wrist. Grab the wrist this way here. You want to hit 1? Bang, bang. This here shock the system. When you hit the head, you shock the system. They don't know they got grabbed. Because all energy goes on this side. So tuck the shoulder when the crack is your pocket. See what you're doing? He don't know you got grabbed. When I hit here, this is what they call a front figure 4 lock. Elbow resting at the chest. Hand way back. Now see how you extend this hand? Now this goes up. This goes here. Now see how this hand is on the elbow? Now push up. So, this is not right here. You feel it?
Yeah. Does it make any? Should he be trying to get that as any square or on the?
No.
Doesn't matter.
As long as you get under the elbow.
Right.
This push down, this goes up.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So more on the elbow, less above the
Yeah.
Okay, now when you punch,
Yeah.
there you go. Every step, no, you get a hold of the elbow because all you got to do is yank.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, not too much. You go under. Lock it here.
Oh, okay.
Now see how this thing is stripping below? You got to get above it.
Oh, okay.
Good. Now, put your other hand underneath.
Yeah.
Under. Stop. See over here?
Oh, okay. Another over.
So you get this whole bone here against here.
Oh, okay.
Now from here, push on.
Yeah.
Huh? Now, see this over here? See where the elbow is? So if you move it up just a little bit. That's where
Okay. Once you're right on the elbow.
Yes.
Okay.
And go up. Okay. Push like this. Okay, you alright? Okay, now watch. Okay, this is in more, yeah. This is in more. Okay. Yeah, see, you want the bone.
Yeah.
Now, see my elbow like this?
Yeah.
Go like this. Yeah, easy.
Oh, okay.
That's elbow.
In the body. No, they're all good answers, but it's the right one. Get out of the Rule 1 in this workshop, don't hurt the instructor. You know what rule 2 is?
Don't hurt anyone else.
What? Once you got it here, the Filipino arts, this hand's always like in this area. Chinese don't pull in all of them. Like boxers like it here too. Because if this is my pocket, or this is down here, this is worthless. So this is here. You got 2 on 1. I can react and get out of this position before he gets me. If he gets me, but if it's a fighting chance, this is your fighting chance. I pop this elbow, watch. Forward. See how I'm making him lose this? Okay? So before he gets this, I go forward. I rip this back this way. You know where I go. See how I got this back here? Wrist and elbow again. And so you just turn it up. It's so easy. I pop it this way. They bind himself a lot. So I gotta rip this out. See what he's doing? It's like, thank you, Doug. Okay. If you in this position, you got caught. Okay? I chop this elbow. I don't pull his hand. 4 arms goes out. Extend this with you like this. Then I rip. All right, try that with your partner. No, don't come.
There you go, almost.
Good. Good. Get up here. That's it. Come in here. No. Both hands on my shoulder. Yeah. Can you come this way? Okay. This one. Once you say block, grab. No. Oh, you gotta punch. Over. Above the breast line or below? Yeah. I want to push it. You grab this. That's it. I'm not going to give you my wrist side, remember? It's hurt. Yeah. Now watch his hand. Good. See the elbow? Good. Now with this hand, he got more balance. Okay. See my footwork now? From here now, I slide here. I go 2-on-1. I grab this elbow. This hand goes on his shoulder. Okay. Now see my left knee? See what we're doing? So when I grab here, I move this hand. I gotta shift my weight up and down. Take it all the way to your left knee, what we call alternate knees. You know, we just shift the knees. All right, once again. Push it in. Hey, that's it. Give her a hand, guys. From here now, I pop this elbow. Same thing. I remove this pressure by popping this out. Thank you. See what he's doing? So from here, I just surprised him because he didn't know it was coming. When you go up, you gotta hide this elbow. Like this. I don't have nothing. I whack him here, he busts my arm. He said, for most people, you get this elbow showing like this. Same principle here. This left hand, this right hand shoots straight out. I turn them this way here. I got a choke. When people give you something, what do you tell them?
Thank you.
Thank you. You see it? All right, you try that 1. 2, you get the front, you get the high, you get the back. Come back this way. In the back. Yes, stop. See, he can control it. Put your left hand on my shoulder. So he can control me this way. Lock everything up. Now, all I need is just a little bit of opening. If I put my shoulder up like this, see, if he got it tight, I lose. If I can get my shoulder up, look at this. See, I put my hand straight down.
Yeah.
Okay, from here. You want to fight. But, I stop. Okay. See, if I'm like this, if I can't get this much energy here, I just shoot it straight down my arm. Okay, so when he's like this, I go up, shoot straight down. See that elbow here? I turn around, I'm back this way. Okay? The last one now. Like this. Yeah. All right, now, he's like this. If I got balance, this is, this is all Dumont stuff, tricky Filipino stuff. Stop. If I'm over here now, I got this hand like this. This hand's open. I take this hand and I lock back this way. You know? See? So you just push and pull and I grab here. See what you're doing? Real simple stuff, and it can be very effective. And then this one, you know they're going to grab here because you get a little spin. So that's why you put this one back like this. I don't have nothing. Hard for me to go under. I'm in his command now. But most of us, when we did this, we did the forearm, which is strong. And you can do that if you go way in the back. Back up. No. Your body go back. Back. Yeah, now I can reach. See the difference? If he's in the front, I'm in front. I get an opportunity here. Push and pull. Yeah. All right, try to reach your partner. Person. Let's go with the elbow. There. That's good. No. Put the elbow straight up. Forward. Put your hand straight too. Here, come in next. That's all right. Take it. Push. Grab. Yeah. Go. That's it. Okay. Good. That's the one. Got this. How you doing? Straight in. Elbow up, shoulder up first. Now down. Dang, yeah. Got my elbow. Go. Dang, got my elbow. Turn around. That's it? Yeah. I go here. Yeah. Take it into. Got my hand. Push. Got my hand. And then you get your hand. Grab it. Yes. Let your right hand go. Let your right hand go. Grab it. See it? Like that. Yeah. Don't grab it over. Grab on. You got me. You see it? You see, stuff like this now. See how I limit myself? Yeah. You can't hold it like this. Slowly, come up. Now see, what he did was squeeze. I don't want to squeeze. To nullify this, to neutralize it, this is antagonistic. I hold a hand here. See what he's doing? If you don't hold a hand here, he got you carotid. I hold a hand here, I put my hand here. On the top. Choke him. Kill me. Hurt me. Go. Push me up. Follow up. Way up. Come on. Get up. See, he can fight all night. I'm just going to hold his here. See where he's going?
He's really lifting himself up, isn't he?
Yeah,
as well
because I'm pulling here. Okay. Now, once you got this neutralized, see my elbow is on his shoulder like that? I use that. I'm just pulling him down. Like you said, he's lifting himself up. The side with the hands on, I move to this side. This is where I break his balance. See this here? He can't choke me no more. I neutralize this. Now I take him down this way. You see where he's going? Yeah. I don't want you to go in the grass. We can go to the ground like this. Not, well, do it slow. Sit down. All right, now, when we go on the ground, and see where my right shoulder is? I still hold in his hand my right shoulder.
Checking in.
See how I choke him out? You like that?
Yeah.
Oh, you see that? Yeah. I step across here. I break the balance. When I break in the balance, I know what's going to happen. He don't know. They go straight on his back. I can drop him really hard. My shoulder go on here, and I just put pressure on my shoulder on his neck. This release, this will come out. Real easy. All right, let me see you neutralize it first. But these guys, like Perry said, they go like this. Hey, how many have been in this position? Right? Or you used to go like this, right? What's my name again? Jackie, right, Jackie? You like this? So, this other hand, forehand, this hand stops. Your right hand, stop the hand. Yeah, so she can stop. The left hand, hook it. No, another way. Yes. Now this hand, hook, right hand. Good, right hand, hook this one. Hook, right here. Yeah. And then these guys go like this now. You see what he's doing? Now, pull my hand apart. No way. And you're not going to be able to. It's 50-50. Remember we said pop 50-50? Get your left hip on my right foot, right there. Right there. Good. Now, I'm like this. What you're going to do, let me see you pump your hip real hard. Yeah, I did. That breaks my balance. Okay? You're going to hit my hip hard. You're going to pull your hand apart, and you're going to stand up as hard as you can. Okay? You got it, Jackie? I'm going to take you in my van if you can. We're going to go in the van. Ready? Go. Let's see what he's doing. Now, body break the hold, not the arm. Try with your partners. Hold relatively light first. Level one is cooperate with your partner. Once you got it, then now you resist. The body going to break the arm every time. Okay? Go. Yeah. See what he's doing? Once again. Now, don't let this hand go. Ready? Go. Now, put your head under my arm. Go under. This hand on my back. Yeah, kick my butt. I mean, let's put it together. Now, I got balance. I put like this hand goes here. Now, I push pressure. My body now goes to what his head. You see how easy it is? Using body weight. If you go in hand and run, this is the critical area here. I collapse in this and get my shoulder down like that. When people give you something, what do you say? Thank you. Thank you. Now, we know how to do this one, right? They grab you, you can reverse it. You know how to apply it right, you can reverse it. okay? This way. You know how to do this one, right? You know how to apply it right, and then you know how to reverse it. Now, the last one, not last, but the other critical one is when you go in the back. One hand goes here, one hand, you can in one hand. Right hand or left hand. Excuse me. Now, once they touch you in the back like this here, you can use your own body to protect your neck, because the carotid here, the soft tissue here, you got a nerve called a vagus nerve that carries the blood to the head. You collapse that nerve, no blood to the head, no oxygen to the head, and that's what blacks you out. And in law enforcement, when we have to take out the drunks or the drugs and stuff like that, if we do the carotid choke, you got to write it up, give it to the jailer, because the jailer now cannot do the second carotid choke. Because sometimes when you collapse it, you don't revive. Even the pressure from the heart, the blood, sometimes it still stays cold. You can't open it, you're going to kill somebody. And the only time you use this is if you in fear of your life, it's safety. This guy's bigger than you, you got no alternative but to get the choke. This is what you do. Okay? I want to practice the choke first. Put your armpit on the shoulder so that my bicep is on this side. And see how my elbow is under the chin? See, this collapsed this way. Most people pull it. And that's how LAPD killed a couple of guys, because it crushed this Adam's apple part. It should be here, and just squeeze slowly. Now see how she taps out? All right. Do that first. Second, you're going to protect this. When I touch here, your shoulders goes up. I can't reach it. Now, this chin goes down and then goes toward perpendicular to my forearm. Simply like yeah, not too far. Right there. See, if I go this way, I try to get my elbow under the chin, it turns like this. See what we're doing? So that's how you can protect without even using your hands yet. So the shoulder goes up, chin goes down. Wherever the forearm goes, you turn your chin. Let them squeeze the chin only. So once I grab, they go. Protect. See, I don't have nothing. Yeah. You pull the head back. Yeah, now I can do it. You see? If you keep your chin, back this way. Second, you grab the arm. Stand. On the chest. Hold on, chest. Yeah. See, now you got to fight here to here. I can't grab nothing. Even if I do this, I don't have nothing. These guys always think they got something when they're holding the hand. Now, trust me, man. While you hold here, okay, you're going to get out of this now. Walk forward. No. Just let your leg. Wait, yeah. Put your hand straight out. Both feet straight out. Yeah. Now, you switch the advantage of my position. I got to carry this heavy girl. 200 pounds. Now, left leg goes under the right. Left leg under the right. Put your left right leg straight. See, you got to drop the weight so they carry you. If they take you down, it's a different position. So you drop down, put your left leg way under your right. Yeah. Now your hip, turn your hip. Turn. The arm, the body hold the arm and rip it up this way. See what I did? But don't be afraid to drop, because they're going to hold you. They don't want you to go down yet until you see what's happening, then to go down. Okay? Protect the neck, then the arm, come up forward, wait for it, jump break, yeah. Left leg under. Turn. Hold it on your chest. See this here? The whole body ripped my arm apart like this. So you going? All right, if I go on this arm now, you got to know which hand. Good. Grab, holding your chest. Your right leg goes way under. Yeah, stop. This goes under more. Now your hip turn. Yeah, turn. Yeah, hold it against your chest. Okay. Yeah, keep it on your chest. The body turn. See what she's doing? Okay, protect the neck. Hold. Forward. Right leg, turn. Again, yeah. That's it. See what she did? Give her a hand.
Throw it again? Yeah. Once you get that hip twist and the weight that spins you around.
That's what goes under. You're going to go this way. Because I mean,
Both legs down. Right leg under. Turn. Yeah, keep it on your right leg. Stand on it.
and your left leg under.
As soon as they touch you, you drop this up. Yeah. Straight out. Legs off. Left leg on the turn. Keep it in your chest. That's it.
Holding
so, and note that the thumb is usually the weakest spot in the person's hand. It is the weakest spot in the person's hand. The thumb, if we grab a bigger person, the thumb. So, you need not necessarily anymore as a weapon hand do all of this sort of motion. Okay, let's do that. Alternate both right and left. We help with a partner. It's necessary. It's always check to check. Check the back of the wrist. Or if it's checked and he grabs, wrist, that's the same thing as doing that, you would have done that with your wrist. Okay? Your wrist can be just as powerful as your clenched fist. Your heel palm just can be as powerful as your clenched fist. Alright, this gentleman asked me, what about the turning or doing that sort of thing, which can be also incorporated into this drill by simply in grabbing, you check. While you check, you use your elbow for his face, and you can also do other things that will follow. Or you can simply just check, let's hit, palm, check, palm into his groin, elbow, back fist to his head. It all follows one after the other, simply because you start to realize that the smoothness or the flowing of your movements in your arms, your hands, your wrists, all comes as a natural thing. Okay, now let's try something for a start. Two hands being grabbed on. Two hands being grabbed onto one. Remember the check. As the person grabs, you check. Check. As I've done that, as he's grabbed, I check by pulling across. Or I simply pull up and move that way, and he's lost the grip. Okay, hold on. I pull, and work out both hands. Okay? Yes.
The crying thing work?
Okay, I'll explain that like that. Okay, remember the thumb is still weak. You check one hand, that removes itself. So you still palm on with that arm there. From here, you just simply drop your elbow from underneath. Boom. As you move in. So both hands are being grabbed, tap, boom, from underneath there, and you check it, pop, over the top, and that just simply works it. One technique to the other. Let's think, of course, all the time that the thumb is weaker than the whole of the hand. If he holds you that way, this way is too slow. This way is too slow. Simply do that, and away you go. If he grabs you with both hands, simply go up or in. This is something that I'd like to show you with regards to a little bit of Aikido, perhaps karate technique. As he grabs, tighten up your fist, open your hand, and what happens? Suddenly your energy goes directly in a downward position. And simply take the advantage then by pointing your finger. Drop, over the top. Look, right? Like 5 whole hard. Open, over the top. And that's how it works. Simple as that. Remember now, it's all being influenced from the knife movement. When you're doing this, doing that, that, it's all in that wrist. Right, have a go practicing that what I've showed you. Now, when you're taking sticks, with all them being very, very difficult to play with, you might just practice this, in which happens to be just like the use of a chain. Okay, hold it like this. Right. When you're doing this, you think of your hand following in that manner, and before long, it starts to go faster, faster. And this becomes what known as your picadina, or having a chain to whip around you like this. In practice, barehanded, we do this as another sensitivity exercise of a brush trap and strike. Brush trap strike, brush trap strike, brush trap strike, brush trap strike. Now, this will result into this movement of your middle. Okay? Now, how does it work with you as a fighter, as in, like, defense? If Jeff would be jabbing, I brush in the trap, and this becomes my free hand. And with my footwork, I would also include what would be stepping in to his range, taking over his offensive movement. Okay, he jabs. Boom, I'm already in front and walking into it, taking on the advantage. Again, I brush, I trap, and my footwork is done this to include the strike. So in essence, you still practice what was in the beginning: brush, trap, strike, brush, trap, strike. If you practice this basically with each other, one person only jabbing, you're doing this, you're doing that, switching your foot to punch. And he does the other side from the inside. You take from the outside and doing the same. Have you done this before?
Well, I might have slow the other fellow.
Okay, the first thing I'll show you then is the footwork. All right, let's everybody take one foot in front of the other, both either left or right. Okay, this is just a very, very subtle foot shift. Okay, watch how I move my forward foot with my back foot. Okay, if I'm facing Geoff, I'm moving like so. Suddenly I take that advantage of a shuffle step forward. What has happened is I've suddenly taken the advantage. We're in neutral form. I shift forward, I am in the advantage. I am in the offensive. Alright? And why have I got the advantage? Because his reach then can be just manipulated by my movement like so. Whatever. Into his start, into his takedown form. Okay, let's just try. Just from standing position, left foot in front. Switch. 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 Okay, now think of your opponent. As clever as yourself, if not more clever. Like you can't really give away or telegraph your movement. So one thing that you mustn't do is look to the ground. When you look to the ground, there's like a dance step. You'll become better where you can switch and perhaps shift. Shift. Switch. Shift. Switch. Shift. And get the kind of workout that you will be doing with your sticks. Okay, let's try. One more time. Left foot in front. Everybody with your left foot in front. Switch. Good. Look upright. You may hold your hand in a fighting form. Switch. Very good. Switch. 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 Very good. Okay. Now we're going to do a side step. Imagine you bobbing and weaving, right in stationary position. Only you want to get away further. So you step. From your left foot forward, I'd like you to shift with your right foot, doing this, and return with your left foot back so that you'll now change in your form of your right foot forward. I'll repeat. Just watch this. My left foot is in front. I'm going to switch. I'm going to shift to my right. And then I return. With my right foot forward, I'm going to switch to my left. And return. Switch to your right. Switch to your left. Switch to your right. Okay, right. Let's everybody just face this way so that you can follow our movement here. Left foot forward. Step out with your right foot. Switch. Your right foot in forward. Front. Side step to your left. Your left foot in forward. Double jab. Like so. You do that. The other person check. Right? Change. And return. Check. So one person is doing it from the inside with a check, trap, and a strike. The other side is from the outside. Check, trap, and strike. Check, trap, strike. Trap, strike. And just do it as comfortably with each other until you've got this flowing motion so that both of you are just in tune with each other, and before long it's like a dance. And then you can even change so that it becomes the inner first while you do the outer. And then you work it with each other so that it becomes a real flowing thing. Okay, work it out. And something to this movement as like you would with each other. Like in rhythm. Before long, what happens is your sensitivity again becomes so compatible with the other person that you will certainly find a range, you will use your hands like as antennas, you will be very, very sensitive to movement, and you will be able to sidestep and switch and do things that you will find very comfortable when you start in practice. So let's continue on. From all martial arts, not necessarily only one, there will be some interchange, some intercourse of our ideas happening all the time to resolve to one thing, and that's learning martial arts, whatever martial art will be about. Now, the one thing that I'd like to show you next is just doing that. It's like a knife being thrust into you, right? Keep it into the sensitive thrust of your body. Learn how to do that. Learn how to do that. Just as he thrusts, move like so. As he thrusts, move like so. As he thrusts, move out with the back of your hand, circular and downward. As he thrusts, do the same. Right? And use the footwork, because once you've gone into this shifting footwork, you will find that if you miss, you just will have to take your foot to give you that advantage of like being on a harm's way. Right? Just slowly for the moment, practice doing that, doing that, doing that, doing that. This and this will also have that effect, of which I'm sure we've already talked to you at one time or another. Combination of both, or single, all right, practice it. So that again, it complements the sensitive arm. When you roll your arm, your body rolls, the body moves. When he pokes, and you roll your arm, you roll your arm, you roll your arm, you roll your arm, you're doing all of that motion. It allows this rotation with your body. And one thing I must say about a person thrusting his knife, that would be like at the last resort that he's going to really come in and do a thrust, right? And require that sort of intention. So you can never just stop and thinking that you would deflect and block, because that would simply penetrate. Roll it so that your body even moves out of the arms, and then when necessary you have to disarm from there. Okay, practice it. That way. And now you will note that your body is moving to the form of your arm, rolling. Okay? Now, this way. In and that way. In, that way. In, that way. With the back hand dropping and rotating outward. In and out. 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 Okay, so it's just a matter of you educating your arms with that of your body and just getting out of harm's way from an actual thrust. Now, from the top, if I'm being just simply jabbed up at the top, remember now, a person having to use his knife, maybe he uses his knife like that with the blade up against his back arm. Wrong, because that happens to be a very, very powerful technique. As he jabs, he would collect in the knuckles the butt of my knife. Or I would just simply move my arm horizontally cut against the fingers. And you wouldn't really think of the pain, but suddenly your hand won't be able to open or close. They'll just be like that. With the blow that you are attending to against the knife doing that, your hand there will become useless. What's following there? Into the face, the eyes, the throat, whatever, is what the knife fighter will do. Okay, so we are now going to do this, where a person just simply does that, just to distract you. You're going to use your hand doing that, 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 like a boxer. Okay? Let that hand just simply wave in front of the eye, because it's playing tricks with you when movements at all different points distract you or perhaps lose or tend to get you to lose concentration. The one thing about fighting with knives, you will see just flashes. The one thing that has to be in control is you looking at the whole silhouette of his body and moving according to this range of safety, where the reach of the hand would not threaten you. So you move another way. Okay, away you go. Practice. So getting your range, but you're starting to learn how to use this entire peripheral vision and your perimeter of vision. Now something that is taught, like with particularly with sticks, as you're doing maybe with two sticks. Okay? Or single stick or even a knife. You must appreciate and understand that if you could read a person's body, you would be safe and always like impact of his intention. Once your eyes was being distracted, you were still keeping your balance. You weren't looking to the ground. So therefore your movement, whether from right, from left, even moving backwards, was well in balance of this person trying to distract you. So, in actual fact, if you're sparring, or you're even encountering this sort of intention from a provocation as such, you shouldn't look to the floor. You shouldn't look around, but rather just confront this person, totally taking in full view of this particular person, so that you can react and do what you have. In the Balintawak system, where it's only one stick that you fight with, it's close quarter fighting. They use the punyo, the butt-in, they use their fist, and of course the short, real short strokes, and the pilantik or abanico forms, but it is something that you have to experience, that when you come in close, there's 9 weapons that you've got to contend with. With the body, your feet. Whatever your hands cannot do, your feet will. Followed by your knees, that's 4. Followed by your punch, 5 and 6. Followed by your elbows, whether horizontal or vertical, 7 and 8. And 9, your hip up. Okay? So if you're in close to a person, like so, think of you just simply moving in and in. Check. 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 And it works both ways. Right? When I'm doing this, when I'm moving him around like so, he's suddenly aware of this barrier is coming into, and then you will have to apply what technique come there. Now, in self-defense, and I mean just basic off-the-cuff self-defense, retaliation with the element of surprise is all there is all that's necessary to contain or repel your attacker. Even a point of the finger. If it is that he's coming at you, you point the finger, he might walk into your finger. Alright? You might even just do that, and he might simply come stopping temporarily, but enough time for you to continue another attack. Because how you would start to word the attack is by way of principle, combination. If I do this, it follows with this. It follows with this. If I do this, it follows with this. Or it follows with this. Or it follows with that. everything that comes in a natural way. And you mustn't only think of just one hit, like the old karate system. This is why karate players are now only I laugh at this because I spent so many years in controlling karate people in the likes of punching, right? And then a punch is a punch, with the exception that too much control makes it pointless. Right. So let's just get this particular exercise for a start. With each other, with all incidentally, we're doing what's known as mano-mano hand technique. Right? With each other, we're going to practice the locks. Any one of you done the 1 small circle jiu-jitsu seminar? Right? None of you have? Okay, I'll just give you a formula of this so that we can practice with each other. Everybody grab all of your last two fingers, either right or left, with your opposite hand. Right? Like you're spreading them apart and attempt wrenching them from the knuckle here, knuckle joint, wrenching them backward. Both hands. Feel the pain. You will note that they're spreading on the heart, whether it be one finger or two fingers preferably, you're not only causing them to stretch, you are feeling pain. Okay, and this is how that will work. We'll get to do this exercise here shortly. But this is how it works. As you're being grabbed, right, I'm accepting that my hand motions like so creates an opening there where I can then insert my fingers. Grab all of the knuckle, and this is what will happen for you. And I move him, and he does move with me. Okay. Now, next one is this. Right, grab one hand, everybody grab with your full hand, that finger. And push down like, with a guide of the opposite finger, push down that way. Any one of you double joint? You got anybody double joint? Good. And the other hand. Doing that. It's only a small motion of a circle, actually, that you're doing this. And what you've got is a very, very interesting and formidable exercise. We're on mano-mano, by the way. This is hand-hand exercise. Okay. So what happens when a guy usually provokes you or gets into his aggressive state and says, and he starts pointing his finger? This is what happens. You simply say, okay. So you grab hold of his finger, right? And you've got a hold of his finger, now you're in control. Right? Because simply, when you've got a hold of his finger, you just make a small circle and it goes down. Right? You come up, and down, up, down. Okay, you're in control. Simply because pain is senior to thought. Right? Sure. Okay. My hands, like as in my practice doing that, has taken over the whole entire finger, locked in at the knuckle joint there, and I've simply not extended my hand, but I've simply turned with the point of my hand down. Right? And if I wish for him to rise, I've got this finger locked against my thumb there, I turn, and then out this way. I like it. It was really interesting. So, okay, right. So you've done that. Next one is doing this. Right? Everybody place your thumb in the back of the mid knuckle, 1 inch from the knuckle down. And now that happens to be like a center point of your whole back hand. And just simply twist, not to you, but outward. Outward like that. And with the other hand the same. This gives you a very loose wrist, but it also starts to teach you that happens to be a very interesting weapon. Okay, and how we're going to use this is simple. Right, as I'm being grabbed like so here, I grab hard, I just simply point my hand. And if he's strong enough to even hold down my hand as I step, there's no way known that he's going to stop my body weight in direction of my finger. Okay. So you've got the whole of me. It's locked in. I move my hand with my feet, and I've just done exactly that. To position his hand now, I just simply move my hand, and I do that, and I will just simply turn his body weight, and I'm balancing my feature, and I will leave him across onto the floor, knocking down in, and that's it. I'll take him out. Okay. Right. If I just simply do that, I can remove his hand. Locks, and I just do that where my finger points into the center of his chest. And when I've got that, his fingers locked, when my hands holding him, I just point. And if I move up and down, he goes down with that lock as well. Okay, now these exercises we're going to practice, but I want you to realize that everyone's arms and hands, by the bottom, they will crack, they'll break. And that person will never know what hit him. So as soon as you feel the pain, tap the side. Okay, that's number 4. Bending the wrist inward treaty. And the other hand the same. And the other hand the same. Anyone has been police? No one's a police? Right, you're a police. Okay, this happens to be what's known as a come along. A very easy technique of the come along. Okay, let me have a volunteer. Right, again, when I do this, it's just simply to only show the movements of this exercise, because later on you will be able to do this exercise quite simply. When a person grabs a hold of you, you just simply remove the hand, and you've got that hand movement like what you've just done there. You push your arm up so that you keep the pressure on the wrist. You follow up with that elbow now, tucked into your body, and what you've got here is that exercise that you've just done. Now, while you've got him in that particular exercise, it's just a matter of doing a little bit of a pull in, and then pain stops. Right? He can have his clenched fist about ready to punch me, and if I say punch, and I just put in that little bit of a pressure, he will have to hold back simply because pain is senior to thought. Yes, it's distracting. Okay, so let's get on to number 1 first, to do this exercise. Remember, this is just a formula. It starts to get you to practice so that you can move from one technique into the other. Okay, one hand being grabbed across in a dapper way, like a handshake, on the wrist. Okay, the person being grabbed, extend your pointed finger to the side. This allows an opening there right underneath of your own hand, where you would insert your fingers, either grabbing one finger or two, and locking where your hand stops at the base knuckle of that particular person's hand. And then you can just simply put the pressure on and walk him around. Okay, you got it? Just go back as far as the back of the hand. But if you are controlling it with the other hand, with your hand there against the knuckle joint, you will find that there's no way known that that hand won't work. Okay, so I've done it with this gentleman here. Now, I'm going to put the wrist lock, the wrist hold on him, and he's going to do the same. You are to convince him that he's going to go along in that direction, that direction. Suddenly, he's getting opposed because you are holding him against his hand that's turned into a fan. Right? And with the push of your own wrist, while locking in here, like that, you will start to cause a twist. And you see how this person's body shifts, because it's not held far out, but rather close in. His top heavy, the top heavy part of his body will just simply pull. The faster you move, as you go, as soon as you move, his body is just going to uplift, and he's just going to go bang. As you held his hand, that will be the cause for you to come in on a lock, as in grabbing. Okay? Let's just try it with each other. One person grabbing like this. Grab hold of your partner. Alright? The one that's being grabbed. Point. Right point in the opposite direction. Or pointing, if you've been grabbing your right, point to the right side. Okay. Now, secure or check that person's hand with your thumb in the back of his rib, the back of his knuckle there. Now, hold your elbows. And then immediately down the grip. Okay, and then you simply do that. Right at the other side, do the same. You grab, you point your wrist, take a position, hold the elbow, and away you go. simply lifting high and checking him there, which is what you want. As you checked him there, you kept the wrist bent, hand locked in, and you then manipulate the pain in which you secure. And this is called a come along. Come along. Okay? Because you will keep the pain on him. And it means what he wishes to do, you will just simply... Okay, away you go. Practice with each other. Let's do it slowly. Everybody, grab your partner. Right for right, left for left, as you wish. Right? Lift the hand. That gives you the freedom as you peel off your hand there. Okay, fingers into the palm of your hand. You got it? Fingers into the palm of your hand. Now lift the elbow up, like so, keeping the wristband. Upright. Now draw down the elbow and place it into your body like so. As you just continue. Push out the hand up the other way. Underneath now, forward. That's it. Okay? And do that. Right.
Neil going to you.
Now push your hands so that you got. That's it. Okay, that's it. Now, just up in the pegs and change, and even down there where you've got it in control. You can simply, as he would lift his arms at you, to grab your on the leg, maybe check right under the arm, right down into the folding of the bicep muscle like so, or even if he's already grabbed a hold of you, simply down here into the center, where you would do things like that. The other thing that happens to be used here, what is known as the komoda, where you use the stick against the bony part, and you can use techniques like that. The thumb, where he grabs the back of that double hand, you can do that and move and work out. When he grabs it from the front, a bare arm. Over the top, just into the clavicles. Very, very handy weapon. Okay? So we'll start with something very basic. One person grabbing hold of each other, and you just simply applying this. Release the hand, do that, maybe do that. Just for the first technique. Again, this could be just grab a hold of the stick. You just simply twist, like doing that, onto the wrist, or holding onto his fingers, and come down. So another one is to just simply do that, strip, that's free, pound, and then from here, lock. From there you got very, very easy form to hold. Okay, let's try. Anyone go between two people, right? You can just use the imagination of what you can do. All right? Hold the back of the wrist. Bang. Right at the other side, do the same. Lock. Right? Strip. Away you go. You experience some pain so that you can really learn, so forth and so on. But as Westerners, we know very well that there's specific science to it. And let's really take it on in form of practice that it would have to be built on these little things. Two key principles in learning these things. Firstly, I must say, slow to learn, slow to forget. And whatever you do, it's just a very interesting thing. But if whatever you do, practicing with another, will reflect on how you retain your study. You can't go up and practice up against a tree or a branch that won't hit back. Or in neither can you go away in the mountain and just contemplate this movement and so and think that this is what's going to happen to make you perfect. Come down into reality, you dive into the no man's land. Okay, so practice with each other, learn from each other, and whatever you may retain from this lesson be of use to you, this is yours. Okay, I certainly hope to see you again in the future. I will be in touch with my brothers here, and this is how the martial art is to be learned. I'm sure for those of you from other disciplines, you can realize where we're coming from. In the next century, it will no longer be the likes of one discipline from another, but perhaps a merge of all, in the betterment of your understanding of martial art. Martial art is a total. You'll find that this is certainly a study of science, and it's going to be something worthwhile knowing. Okay? I've been in it for many years, and I certainly enjoy still, and I continuously learn, of course. I'm off to the Philippines again in 3 weeks' time. I will be there learning with my masters in the Philippines, and I'm shooting off across the States and learning some of the masters there. And it's becoming an education, even as how many years I've been involved with. So just remember, I feel that I've only scratched the surface, and I'm still enjoying it. So will you, and really appreciate that. Okay, I thank you very much for having me, and I'll certainly look forward to seeing you again. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Little way ahead.
This is why I say, learn with someone. Before long, that teaching is just second nature. When I say 45 years, it would even have been earlier. When I was 4 or 5 years old, I said, the first time I get smacked. That's when you learn. Thank everybody for your support, and hopefully you can learn out tonight.
Good. 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 Left hand up. Right hand up. Both up now. Good. Right stop. Left up. Right up. Good. Left up. Right down. Right inside. Outside. Right out. Outside. Yeah. Right over. Left over. Right point up. Left point up. Left point up. Right
All right.
You got the key to your garage?
Yeah.
Have you?
Yeah, got you. That's the right car.
You know, keys are both.
See this ugly little bloke.
Oh, please, the wheel.
Phil's confused. Jim doesn't know what he's doing. Let's have a look where else we go. Yeah. There's a younger Alan brother and some Canadian git. That. Skull Canyon. There we go. Bunch of paper tigers. Oh, there's a paper tiger. Hello, Jim. You're a wild Jim, what are you? Oh. Who's that? There you go.
They haven't got a clue. Oop. The blind leading the blind. Oop. Look at that. Anything Ralph's going to pick up at the seminar is a fucking cold. You are. Sorry, Jim.
He looks like a happy man.
It's this way. See, I tuck my wrist this way. I line it up this way now. Okay? Inside, outside. Inside, outside. What I want you to do. Don't cut it through. Easy. I want you to do it more still now. Lift the wrist. Lift the right hand. All right. Okay. Rotate the wrist now.
Hey, good fella. Good job. Pretty good one, sir. That's about his bed. Concentration on that face. Okay. Oh, golly. Anchor.
What's those partner? It's touch. That's the bicep. One, touch, two, hit the shoulder. That's what a carotid nerve is. Three, this is the carotid, all hip sides. Hit the touch here, hit the body, use the right hand. All right, same angel. One, and. All right, let's see if we can go. You just go right.
No, you're alright, go for it. What are you doing?
Alright, John, look inside. What I'm trying to hit now, we're going to turn the palm of the hip this way. Front hand hip, that's why you want to turn the shoulder this way. That's why we have you pivot. Okay? When you come over here, bang. Now don't go here, you're going to focus behind, twist them off. Touch here. All through, touch the bicep. Once it's here, all this momentum returns. Bam, two. See where you're going? This is for the carotid nerve. This here, accidentally knock out 3 people in an exhibition. Just like they touch. I didn't know he was going to come in, touch, he's right. Every time you touch that, you're going to go. Okay? 1, 2. See we're here? He's going to come up, touch this, open. 2, 3, all heads up. 3, 4, 5. Now see this hand here, going to hit the front? Don't touch it. 6. Come on. 7. Up to here, 8. Boom. All right, Charlie, come on. Come over.
Okay, go for it.
Come over, right? That's it?
Now really do it.
Now really do it.
Oh, hang on, what was that? That's right.
Incoming.
I'm going to keep this bar to that next one with the bed. Fucking hammer.
See, that's a real protein.
Oh, yes.
I had 2 and 3, 4, 5. Funny?
Yes?
I'm not thinking today. I'm not this right.
What's new?
That's right. Ah, 2. Yeah, 2. 4. Remember it.
Ooh.
So it's like 1, 2, 3. I don't know. Ah, sorry, rip off, man.
What?
Yeah, I don't like that last one. Put the hands here. I don't like you have to come up. I need to just pop and put the hands. Okay. Thank you, my way. Okay. Alright. No, rip off. I'm ready. 1. Now the next one he just goes. I don't like that. 4, 5. Good enough. I'm ready to start. 1. Check it out.
Could also use
Well, I can try.
Let's see. Do it again. Do it again. Ah, beautiful.
Do we get royalties?
Look at the homeboy. You missed. Yes, please.
I'm a victim. I go into dog shit. They're not my traffic. That's chocolate milkshake. It's lunch.
Another happy customer.
There's a company.
Hang on, close up a phone. There we go.
That's just everything. Bags, and then on the way down.
well, does he?
No.
Straight in, side. This here. I can go here. Top. I can go here. It's a little different energy now. You don't want to go here. This time. Which side? Well, this slope, sometimes I use the right hand. I can jump left spot. Right here on the outside. Surry one. Right hand punch. Go here. Same block. Left hand punch. Same block. Same block this side. So it makes no difference how you come at this one. Same block. But two different ways now, huh? That's this way, here. That's this way. All right, you can touch that. How many hits is that? Four. I'm going to say 4 hits. I'm going to say 3 hits. I'm going to say 2 hits. Fine. This is 1. This is a parry. This is 3. So if you can go 4, it's good enough. This can be again. Probably was 2 more and then a block slice. Yeah, the slice can be like this. This is 1 here. But this one is 2 here. This is another one and another one. See how you can pour all this now? Now, if I go this way now, this is going to come quick. Because this hand has to wait. You always put the same thing. You want the other one's coming back. From this direction, this direction, right here, all the way. So when you want to, and you want to touch this now, right? Right. And then we touch this. Yeah? 1, 2. And then I want you going a lot. See this arm? Wrist on this side, shoulder back. I got this. Right there. Punch. See, I got a broken arm. Good. Now go easy now when you do it with your partner. You find a little pressure, step on real quick. Real quick, okay? You don't have to put it. Once you got this leg, it's yours. I can get that. I can get and I got his hand all out. If you step on this side, you angle away from that hand. And we show you how to do it with this hand later. So once here, the first 2 hits is very important. Yes? Hold on, that's all you need. But if it's here, you can wrap it up this way now. All right, try that one first. Yeah.
I can. Pretty creative, don't just do that. That's better. That's the Stephen we all know and love.
Whoa! That's that hammer.
Very well. Spread your elbow. Flex your wrist down. Spread your elbow.
Oh, right.
Oh, yes, yes. I'm glad you appreciate it. Now. You also use this one to strike some jolting as well. Select, jolt, going over.
Now stick it in his throat.
Yeah, you could. You could try.
If it was really painful, I thought like that like a move. We'd say this
Okay.
Funny.
You got it,
Yeah, take this one, buddy. Hard. Next up.
Yeah, righto. Black or beige? Ginger. Uh-oh. Taking the glasses off.
Bang.
As he does a... I found the secret out to the sheep, honey.
What?
There we are, see?
It's like sandpaper.
I reckon, yeah. I reckon it's just loose. I think I'll just do some arm training with the sandpaper. But I like that. I don't know. That's a good one. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. When you ask me back, I forgot rope. Yeah, I like that, man. Oh, that's not all. Come on, do that one.
Caca.
You're right, mate. You're right, bro. Hey, mate. Yeah, mate, he's hitting me. He calls me a worry. It's Carl. I look inside. Now, stop going to the door here. So you don't have to stay on the inside. Yeah? And I'm back.
No, he's right.
If I drop my leg this way and I sit down, drop it down. If you go below the elbow, it stays up, and I go down the elbow. So he's only counting if you go to the ground before the elbow. One. Now this here is like when you do knife and blade. Two sides here, swing it out. That's a cut. If here, I scratch here. Opposite. My elbow comes up and I scratch. I put that elbow under my armpit. Both hands grip right here. All I gotta do is sit down quick. The first move is important. Yes? 1, 2. Come back to step out. Down.
like this. All right, Charlie, your partner. You a little tip. Come out. Yeah, all right, come out. Cool. That's it. Anyway, how are you going to work? Go ahead, John. Shut up. However, make sure you hold it, right? And all you have to do is all right, John, look this side. A lot of palms on the hand. If I lock the wrist, this is what they call a hook. I want the hook here. Don't grab. He's going to break my thumb. I grab here, this right here. When I come over, see my same grab, keep both palms up now. See what we're doing? 2 on 1. My body pushes down, both hands push it up. All right, show the partner. Still doing the job. Just practicing.
That's better. Hang on. Victim cam.
Yeah, victim cam. Hang on, I'm going to make it for the camera. Here it comes.
Here you go.
No.
Okay, he comes. From here. Around. Other way. Right, here, from here. Yes. Latch on with that. Roll it over. Roll. Yeah. Roll it over. Just flip over. And pull. Yeah, let's extend it back 2 times. Now, lock this against you. Right? Yeah.
You get better there, man. What? Both ears. Where? Hang on.
Okay, good. Can you do it, Nick? So, both ears. Yes. Yeah, you think this really well? And you got it. Lock that in. That goes underneath here. And from here to down and the seat. Like how you show the leg. Bang. All right. That's it. Oh, yeah, you see the structure. Nice. Get it in tight, that's it, mate. Even with your left foot there, turn around. Try messing up and get around it. Bang.
Locked in.
You're my ass. And then there, have to point it up. My hand again. This side.
Big tough Perry picking on poor Ray.
Don't go down so quick. I can't get down there fast enough.
Can you do that one more time, Ray?
It's really a short thing.
A big belly. Move.
That's
enough out of you.
Yeah, so this technique's already for
Hello.
Oh, that's fun. You snapped it. Because you'll be just going. Hey, trust this bloke.
Nah.
And if you do it again,
Better than the others, they never did.
I mean, and then you feel your natural instincts.
Yeah, let's scoop through and drop on it.
No, it's chocolate milkshake. No, when they punch. When you're on this side, and you're coming around back this way, and the other hand comes up. Punch. Left hand. This comes up. See where you're going? Use his hand to block. I gotta punch. I gotta trap my right hand over now. I got this. This come on this side, and I can take him back down this way. So, I'll take him out. I don't want you guys all along the top off, right? And then front.
What's this? That's it, we gotta go. Hang on, I'm gonna do some artistic shots from up here. Bye bye, Jimmy.
see how you up it? Yeah. Now from here. Oh, yeah. So you got this like this. That's what you want to lock.
Yeah, that's basically what you're trying to do.
Yes. So when I turn now, see how I go this way, so you're going to go your legs here. And then see how this. Yeah, you already got it. So everything. Come on. That's good.
It's the race.
Yeah.
She's short. Don't let your hand go. You do it. Yeah. What? Put that hand up now. When I put that hand up now, my elbow takes a straight. How? I don't let this go. See, my armpit locked here. Now, this hand here, from here, I just turn clockwise here. You see how he turns? So this is turn it over. This whole joint from here to here. See on the wrist? Not wrist, elbow, shoulder. You put your pose here, you got no place to go but here. See it? So that's the main problem here. When you grab, when you go here, come here, you start out here, and you think you got to go to the hand. This is whole unit here. This is minimum, medium, maximum. You understand? Very minimal hit. Fast. Right? Medium power. All this. Maximum. Bang, 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 bang. Shoulder. Same here. Minimum injury. Medium. Maximum. So I got this. Something gotta go. Alright, another one now. Punch.
Yeah.
You went here. You went here. Back. Good. The hand come out. Block. See how I'm punching the head? I got the center line covered. You gotta come around. I grab the elbow. Block here. Oh, I locked both hands up. See this here? Right hand, tap. Tap it over here. Or you go like this. Oh yeah, okay, you got it. Touch the left go. And again, this is over. It's not this is over. It's not this is over. It's not. Oh, and over here. This forearm go underneath the elbow. My inside crutch and my elbow lock this in. Push that out. You can pull it out. But momentarily, boom, straight. Boom. Boom. Or I come back here, and I lock it. Go ahead. This is very strong. Come here. All you gotta do is push. Put it right here. Hold on the shoulder now. You hardly can fight here. You know what you're doing. All you gotta do is put the shoulder back. See the arm over here? Up. Alright, let's get here. Gone, 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 and this is gone. The more you hit them, if you don't knock them out, the more you fight back. Right away you put them in a submission hold, you quit quick, or you bust them on. Alright, try to bust them. Do it slow now, I think.
3. That's when it finishes anyway.
We're going to just right in, right?
The world records today.
That's ebony and ivory. Ebony and ivory. Paul McCartney and Stevie Wonder.
Come to shot, stop the bike. I got to get back. That's it. I just saw it. Oh, that's beautiful. Yeah. Oh, sorry. I put it on the table. Put it on the table. That's it. That's it. That's it. The first time you got it. Fantastic. That's it. It's straight now. You don't get it. Oh, sorry, put my arm down. I put my arm down. Something else, mate. There's something. And Chris was right first. Oh, that one.
That's it. Straight to his forehead.
Straight down. Oh, bring it down. Bring it up. Like that. Shoot it under. No. Hang on, buddy. Hang on. Now, buddy. Hang on. No. Come on, buddy. Now. Now, the world's going to be. Hang on. What's now? I'll pull a hair. I'll show you how to pull a hair out.
I'll get a finger in it.
Show you how to pull a hair out.
Ah, very nice.
So, I should have grabbed it. That's got the slug on the tricycle. You didn't even have to try it. Oh,
Yeah.
as soon as you want, as soon as you touch your hand, oh, God. That's why it comes
But don't you reckon it's a bit fiddly the way that you've got to, like, with your other arm, you've got to, like, weave it in?
It is, but if you look at the individuality, which I suppose, if you say if he comes here, if probably be the straight strokes punch here. The other hand, probably just going bang. Boom.
Yeah.
Same. So it's constantly stroke this one there. The other hand, bang.
Yeah.
I do it, but I mean, it's slow, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh, it's flavour. It helps. Give me some butts, my liking. See? Now this is the street. He goes, oh, well, I'm going to the head.
Yeah.
That's beautiful. Don't touch, but elongate yourself. Don't touch your hands, elongate yourself. This one? I don't mind, mate. I like the bow trick. See how they're done?
Show us that one again. What's the bow trick?
I didn't put it on me first. You do something else now. You watch this. Oh, sorry. Yes, don't rock it. You still, just elongate your arms. Yes, it is. Don't tell me that's not sandpaper. Get a stick, I'll pitch it. Buddy. Now, this is a real grappling move. Watch this one, watch the face, bun. Nice. Now watch this one. Oh, you get to be weak. Way to be a wing chun, eh? Anyone else? We ain't out. Anyone else?
Yeah.
Before and after shot. It's good though, eh?
Yeah, put it on.
Nah, but just try to elongate yourself, so that does. It's got me in trouble.
Yeah, you gonna go the grab route? Yeah. He's in here, huh?
Yeah, that looks good. Hang on, man, you gotta stay for the aftershot. You gotta stay for the aftershot. Big shoulders, but you got about a 6 inch down, you know? You gotta stay for the aftershot. Hey? This is the before shot.
Yeah.
You gotta wait for the aftershot. You wait for the aftershot. Oh, no, that goes through the middle of your wrist. Yes, you can fall. Yeah. So is it? Yeah. Oh, he's locked his hand. He came over before. He came over before.
Oh, yeah. Oh, you know. Yeah.
So he's on the heel. Yeah. Well, it's going to come straight here. Here. He's up there. Now, straighten your arm back.
Yeah, don't do it.
Got him to short range strikes, man. Good at him.
Oh, he's probably going to work. You want to shop on work? So if you got that hand more over top of my yeah, just relax. Tighten it up. Tighten it up.
You can't, what, this is going to be used against them to sort of show how rude they were leaving.
That's a good shot.
Yeah. Yep, there you go.
The ultimate routine, you know, grabbing the tail.
Where are they going with our house keys?
I take this out, I put my hand in, see my elbow drop here. This goes here, I grab the elbow back this way. Okay? So once you got here, one, I take the mystic, get a move. If I hold here, all my shoulders do is go back. I'm out. This goes in here, I grab back this way, left knee. All right, charge department. Right here, pull this one. Now, this is the blade, and you carry, I'm going to touch you this way, hit. Stop all that. You're going to check the hand. Now I check two. Okay? One. Coming on the two line. I got to stop the hand. Yeah, this way. 1, 2. Because from here, I read this. Very close, okay? If you come all the way around the other side, I got an opening, okay? No way you're going to come 3 lines. Too long, okay? No way you're going to come 5 lines. Too long. So we're supposed to line of attack is here. I got to read. Source of the weapon is the hand. You got to check the hand, okay? I'll go here, check my hand. Stop. I gotta check this hand because I know he's gonna go here. Very good. With me? I check the hand. Anytime you stop the hand, I can disarm.
Okay, so when you hit 5, back. Come on. Right. If I go here now, I'm going to step this way, I come up here. Yeah. You got 5, 1, and now the footwork now. When he stepped in, I step back. Yeah. 1. When I hit, I step in, he stepped back. See how he goes? All right, let me do those 2 moves first. Here. Hit. 1, 2. I hit. 1, 2. When I step back, I'm going to wind up. All right, let me see if you do that first. There's only 5 moves. This is the first 2. This is the
Stick came into the face.
I go here, together, step back, 1, step in, 2, step back, Can't be American, man. It's too sophisticated.
Like,
You can't be a few American. Too much brain.
that girl over there, that's James' fiance. The one with the glasses sitting there. What are you doing that?
Oh, that's like a stick cam in the face. She looks far away.
We already had victim cam.
Who's that?
That's Paris, the guy that's training with Stephen. That was good.
Got that. Okay. 2. You got that. 3. You just turn that one. Right? 4. Inside sweep. 5. That's all you need. Just 5. This is number 1 again, opposite side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. See what you're doing? I'm going to have to box. Hey, baby. All right, so your partner. You got 1.
Yes.
So what you got is like it's like a depending on form. You got back, forward, neutral. Back, forward, neutral.
Like father, like son. Yeah, that's what I'm looking at.
And back with your left foot. Come in with your left foot. Forward over the top. In fact, when you come forward over the top there, we just go back to
That's it, go behind.
okay, step forward to a neutral position at the hip. Or if you like, a step forward on the right, or on the right, step back to your right. My head. Then step up, back.
Hello, you see monkey? Yeah. Here's a feral child.
1, 2, 3.
If I step the hand here, I can get it from this side. Okay? Go here, grab, it's not this way. Alright? twist this way here. And I hit the wrist turn. I grab a stick. My finger and I whip. Three, I go over, not under. I go over, I use my forearm, and that's a hit here. Okay, let's do the basic three. One, I go under, check under, I say here, here, push and pull. I'm not going to do hold. Okay? Two, I grab the stick, I whip this way. Three, I go over, not under, over, hold, elbow strip, and grip. That's where we go. Strip, and hold, and hold, pick it all the way down this way. All right, let me see the basic
Gee, I'm glad I got that on video.
No. Make sure you get the kid. That's the only reason why.
I saw the kid. Say it.
Yeah, stick. Avocado. You. I love you.
Uh-oh. No grip.
Basics. Nobody hits you like this. In karate, hits you like this. They hit you this way. They hit you this way. That's why when we twirl, we do this, and then we do this. We can hit you here. Walk like this. Yeah. You do it to a Filipino, they'll turn it. See the difference? They'll come up. Bang, bang, bang. See the difference? They hit you this way. Bang. Or they hit you this way. Lock. Up. They come up. They come down. They come down. You're away from them. And you get fancy guys like Surry. Oops. Bang, bang, bang. You never see it coming. See the instructor do crazy stuff on him. But we've got to learn this. When we hit, I got to know how to do this. I got to go here. Do that. See? Hit. If I come on this side hand, okay? If I block here, pull a hand. You're going to cut it back. Right? So if I hit, if I go and pull it back, I'm going to go here and then pop it this way. Get hit. If I go here, pull it back, I catch here. And rip. See a little difference? Again. Slice. If I go here, slice. Pull. You're going to cut that in. Oh, sorry. Put your hand. Okay. If I go here, pull, I go here. I got to know this. See the difference? Okay. I want you to practice this now. Empty hand. When you hit, like to slice this way, or so you can see he can. What they call having earth grip. They can stab you this way, or they can slice this way. There we go. These guys are very different. They see this slice coming, they'll turn it, and they cut you this way. And you never know what cuts you, and you say, oh shit, I thought it was this way, and it ends up this way. Or they come back this way. They hit and come back to here. You see all those different things? So your best defense is what? You got a knife, what do you do? Run.
Shooting.
Run. If you go up against the wall, at least you got some
Shooting.
If you're up against the wall, you can run, and he's in front of you.
I'm against the wall, you've been there a few times, haven't you?
Those who give up, you don't know what happens. Those who fight back survive a lot of times. Okay? I want you to do this. When you hit, when you block, you know what you're going to cut. Okay? Hit. Cut. Check. See what he's doing? I got this energy. I know he's going to cut. I give him that energy. That's what they call copy. Your cut is always going to cut. So they know how to check. Hit. Block. Check. There you go. From here, what would I do? You already got this thing. How many hits? What would you do? I snake him right here. I buck his arm. Okay? Block. Check. From here, what else you got? Just a matter of how to do. I want you to do this drill. One, block, check, drop. This side. Okay, this side.
block, you know he's going to cut you this way. So you give him that energy. I can grab here. This takes high skill to go against the blade. Okay? If I block and I go on this side here, I'm going to go in here. I'm not going to chance myself into the blade. I'm going to move. I'm going to hit my. I'm going to elbow. I'm going to take it down. I'm going to pop. Boom! On that neck and all that stuff. Okay? Very basic. So here, block, check. Check. Block, check. Check. I would rather have one neck, one hit, multiple straps. See how you go? And you turn this way. This one water is this way, this by itself. I turn back here. Set up for this. Boom. Okay, 5, just like the sticks. Block, check. And then strip this way. Yep. Block, check. Strip this way. When I want this stuff, what I gotta watch for? Out of hand. Give it back to him. Alright, let me see you do it. Basic thrust.
Okay? Going towards the inside, concentrating on the tip of the stick, circle forward. You don't have to bag or hit hard, okay? You can get the speed and accuracy. You can slow it down just for the safety of your partner right now. You feel more comfortable, pick up the pace. Just work on your dada. Inside the body. You go forward, reverse it, and come backwards. Okay? Forward redondo, backwards redondo, forward inside your body. Range, elbow and wrist, long range, shoulder, elbow and wrist. Okay? Now, it's important right now, just keep your right leg forward when your stick's in your right hand, and you switch, go to the left side, stick in your left hand, left leg forward. Okay? So let's see you switch back and forth. We'll just continue with this. Why don't you switch side redondo? You go inside this way, outside center line shift, and we go outside. Shift, inside, outside. Likewise, you can come up and down. Reverse motion going up. So forward, outside, switch, inside, outside. One side out. Inside. Here, you're not really too much to stay in this stance. You can shift and adjust your stance. You don't have to turn to the outside. You can reach. Likewise, from here, I can reach the opposite side. Switch. Up and back. Okay. Now, we haven't incorporated our check stance. Okay. So same over down the motion. Okay, so incorporate the check again. That's why it's important to keep it up on the check. Circle, check. Try to, if this hits, and it comes back, I want to get the check. Time up. Very interesting. Insert with your redondo. I saw some people doing figure 8. That's good. Where you go down or up. That's kind of it. Okay, so just very accurate. It's an extension and retraction. Okay? So we'll incorporate a boxing stance that's used predominantly in the stick fighting. Okay, so hands up and just extend it just like you're jabbing, like you're punching. Hang, so up, 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 up. Okay, and like we did our warm up with this snapping drill right here, this isn't just a push and a retraction, this is a snap at the last moment. Okay, it comes out and comes back. Okay, bang, bang, come back. Just use it as a punch. Okay, if you're comfortable after checking hand in. Okay, low, high. Try to concentrate on the tips. Okay, work on the linear strike. Look at the line strike. Like a back and
full view, you can blitz the line. Okay, whether it's low, whether it's high, or you can just stand in your trap. Okay? So add that in now. You're boxing. Okay. And if you want to have that more sparring mentality, so you can your stick fighting, this person, the trainer, isn't stationary. They're constantly moving your partner around. It becomes very boxing oriented. Okay, so you're on your feet, on your toes, and circling. It's very alive. Okay. Sure. Now the key to abanico is called a standing motion. Okay. From here, my palm is in towards me, and my elbow is inside my ball, inside. Okay, and I hit with the tip of my stick. Now, as my elbow goes out and my palm turns to the outside, facing away from me, I hit with the opposite side, on the opposite side. So 1, 2. It's not just the wrist, the elbow has an important part in this. You can get momentum. Okay, so standing motion. What do you call that? So you can go high and bang, squat down, go low, and high. Abanico low, you can work that. This is first on the rotate motion, okay? You can go low and high, and low. So you get here, instead of coming back on this side, your next hit is down low, okay? You can go low, your next hit, instead of to come here, you can come high. And you can just vary between the two. You can start off low or start off high. It's a high-low motion. So incorporate that. Get all high, all low, high and low. Okay. Grab that. Nice and strong. As he switches, you have to adjust and compensate for what he does. Okay. So you can conceptualize and picture this as like a combat situation or a sparring situation. Get more physical, get more active, get your body moving, stay on your toes, advance and retreat, get pressure from your trainer, not just stand still. Trainer forces forward, if he goes backwards, then that's the time for you to advance in, to stay tight, okay? Keep the technique flowing. Okay? So let's try to work on that. Try to transition between the three drills that we just did. Okay, so put it all three together. Thrusting motion. We can thrust to the body. Okay. You can thrust to the body. Left leg forward. This is like an overhand thrust. Right leg forward. Uppercut. Yep. Okay, so if I box it, overhand. Left leg forward, so I can put my body weight into it. Overhand. Okay? If I'm boxing, uppercut. Boxing, uppercut. Just a subtle switch, subtle twist, uppercut motion. Yeah. So you get 1, 2, 3 for the overhand, and then we're going to go hooking motion. Okay? So this, you lean back, put your weight towards your rear leg, hook back with the tip. Okay? This is very effective. If I hit this inside sweep, block, this comes in and jams, okay? A lot of times you can just get that in, and it slips in, and it's a nice hit. Okay, so thrust the body. You can come upward, uppercut, okay? Thrust, uppercut, overhand. Notice how if I have a stick on my right hand, my left leg forward when I overhand, so I can drop my body weight into it. Yeah. And then left leg steps back. Hook. So thrust, uppercut, overhand, hook. And on your own, I want you to feel comfortable and very between the toes. So feel comfortable, get that steady, get a nice relaxed rhythm. Okay? When you hear this, I want you to just a quick flurry of the different strengths of it. Circular with different strengths and you do it again. Thrust, thrust, thrust. Flurry. Back into thrust, thrust. Thrust is a constant situation. And when you hear the strength, then I want you just a quick blast. Quick blast of energy, and then back into a thrust. Okay? So you have to work on turning that energy on and turning it off and getting that mindset back. Okay? Blitz, and then back into thrust. Blitz, back into thrust. Okay? So get yourself plenty of space. You'll be able to afterwards when you're working. applying some more reverse height. So we're going to work on thrusting versus rolling that down. Okay? So from here we're going to thrust either to the high line or to the midline. Okay? So my hands up, high, my elbow stays in, he comes low to the body, low. Okay? This hand stays up. 1, 2. Okay? So my elbow stays in, and this is a slight retraction hit. Yeah. So you're not blocking and retracting and losing the sensitivity to the arm. Okay? So you're pretty much sticking to this and clinging. When it comes down low, I cling, go low. It comes up high, I come high. Low, low. Now look at the position of my foot also. My left leg's in the rear because I'm protecting this leg. If my left leg forward, if I block this, he still has the ability to slice down, or thrust down, or slice across my base. Okay? So when a strike comes in, I would place backwards so that he does thrust across and have a cleared space. Okay? But with his other hand, 1, 2. Okay? Try not to retract too much. Try to stay nice and tight and feel the energy. Okay? Okay, why don't you try that? Inside, outside. You had it. I thought something about incorporating this. So here, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And the same principle applies. Block here, block here. If I go here, 1, 2, forward up, 2. So it's the same concept. 1, 1, 2. Okay, now, this is the offensive. This is his pattern. But you have to realize that this isn't going to be one strike. This is going to be most likely a flurry of slices and thrusts. Okay? And a lot of times, when there's a block, there's a cut afterwards. Okay? When there's a block, there's a cut afterwards. Block, cut afterwards. Block, cut afterwards. Okay? So, if you want to get that to that aspect of it, we can try that right now. So the person that's on offense, thrusting, this retracts and slices. Okay? Thrust, retract and slice. Thrust, retract and slice. Thrust, retract and slice. You can bring it to the demote, the grappling, go into blocking and so forth. But for right now, just thrust and retract with a slice. Just so you understand from a defensive aspect that what can happen. We have to be aware of that aspect. Okay, go ahead and back out. Strong position, okay? So don't stay right in front of him, so you have to deal with his 2 legs, 2 arms, elbows, knees, and head. Okay? So you thrust, angle to the outside. Okay? Angle to the other side. I thrust here, angle to the outside. Cut. And move to, when you move to the back, the first there's an area of zero pressure, or negative area. Okay? So try circling around here, so that can stay in front of you. Okay? Thrust, retract, thrust, retract. Same thing, same system. Okay, now we're going to work on combining thrusting and slashing, which are 2 of the most predominant motions in like a knife attack. Okay. So, if I thrust, this is going to slash across the body. Notice how, when he blocks, he's pretty much determined my next course of action to go low, which is by the position of his arm. Okay. If I thrust low, pretty much determine the next course of action. This is obstructing. This is. So from here, the next course of action will be high. Okay, so he has the ability to set, or predict like chess, pretty much have the next move. You have to read the next move. Okay, so he thrusts. Okay, 1. He's going to slice across my base. Okay. By having my hand on my chest as it comes across slow, I have to retract this leg and pass with this arm right here. Okay? Once again, 1 and 2. Okay? But where's this going to come next? Right there. That's the opening. So you have to sense that, be quick with this, quick with this. And that's in these areas where you'll be able to catch it and go into locks, grappling, okay? So from here, 1, 2, and this will come. So you have to be aware of this. Okay? But you still comfortable with that motion first. Okay? So 1 and 2. If he comes up here, 1 and 2. Okay? 1, or you can pass that on. 1 and 2. Okay? Get that passing motion? Work for me. Inside first, so we'll add that after. Slow, I can pass But also, if the energy is fighting up, I bring it over on top, okay? And see how I create an opening down low, okay? So you have to have that safety, the safety of your other hand, okay? So 1, 2, expect it to come low, expect it to come low. Have this here as a safety so that this can be obstructed. If not, it's just going to be a pull through and a cut. Okay? 1, raise it up high. Indirectly, this could be a strike. This could be a strike. This could be a strike. If you have a blade, you have a strike. Yeah? 1, 2, and make sure this is safe. Okay, or make sure this is safe. Okay, that's a high line pass. Same thing from this side. 1, 2, up and over. Okay, so understand that and try to incorporate that high line pass now. Okay, you're feeling it and redirecting it. Okay, so it's very important to stay in touch and tap with your partner or opponent in this fighting situation. Okay, so from here I want you to incorporate passing low and passing high. Okay? So I'm reacting on the input of my partner. I'm not dictating the motion. Okay, so if 1, he becomes low, I can pass, pretty much just react to what he does. Okay, so I'm under constant state of check. And from any one of those points, you can enter into a grappling situation, a disarming situation. Okay, so from right here, let's see a little bit more alive and make sure you have good, strong angling. Okay, try not to be too centered because you give them a wide target. Okay, inside angling or place. Don't stay just in front and try to push off the side, keep the shoulder nice and tight. Okay, the farther you're away, the more chance for his knife to move around. Yeah. Okay. So try that, and we'll go into a little bit feel different people's energy. Okay. So right now, for the next 1 minute, try to get that flow, the constant circular motion, change directions, low and high, pass across, feel the thrust and slice. Okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay? So we're just going to put the other drill aside and then we'll add both together. So right now we're going to isolate this also. Okay? So when this is the initial check, I clear this one so I can enter. Clear this one so I can enter. Clear, enter, clear, enter. Likewise this side. 1. This side I can push towards the center. 2, 3, 5. Even though this is a cut, you got the cut already. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I can go down low from here. Okay, you see that? So you're just working the drill. Coordination. Yeah. So I can either go either way. You can just feel how it works. I can come this side and go in. I can come this side and go in. Okay? I can clear it either towards the right or left side just by feeling. Okay? So why don't you try that? Just work on the thrusting motion. Yeah. If the knife comes, this is my primary block. Okay? If this is taking away, I have to go with my secondary, my backup, or else you'll get stabbed. So primary block, secondary. Okay? If this is removed, I have to be able to replace it with something else, or else you get in trouble. Okay? So here, pass it down low. Comes back up to the higher low. Clear. Pass. Okay, so just add both drills together.
Back.
Okay? So then, this is a reference point, and now we're going to go into grappling with the book. Okay. Nice nods grappling. Yeah, with the knife. Okay, so you have that sensitivity to flow with it. Up. There's your hand. Okay. Okay, so you just have to know where you are, okay? If one stops, if one's below, one comes above the trap, okay? If one's above, one comes below the trap, okay? From here, control, just so that you have that controlling motion, okay? Not necessarily, okay, just initially, don't worry about the disarm, okay? When this is out, you want to bring it in tight so it doesn't have the ability to squirm, move around. You have to subdue this, okay? And from here you can go into grappling. You can take them down. Okay, we'll just work the first technique, okay? So one, okay, from this point, I showed this to a few people already. If I'm pulling, I bring this up, this is gonna bend, okay? Okay, we'll do this. Come around, your body goes into the arm, and you're gonna force it down, okay? Okay? One, raise, this grasp,
down.
you can either push, or you can put your weight, or you can kick this out and go into a locking situation, like being on my back and with this arm hyperextended.
Serious shit.
If you push down, if this leg is giving you a problem, kick the leg out, sweep the leg down, follow up with kicking techniques, whatever. So from here, the principle is to extend the joint. Okay? From here, you want to take them down fast. Here, sit down and around. Okay? Now, just one point. If this is too long and too far extended, you pull my arm, I lost it. Okay? Then I'd have to go to my second, my body. Okay? So one, over, grasp, and down. Okay? Go ahead and try that. In the long run, the decision has to be made by you. Incorporate, your strengths in which you already have. Okay, so we'll go over a few more. If they work within your repertoire. This, one. Okay, the dangerous one is with the blades. If it's stick, a little bit better. I come in here, wrap the arm, and walk out like this. Okay, but this can turn on me if the blade is sticking in the back. So you might have to bring it straight down to the ground.
It can still cut though, can't it?
Coming on top of this one. Okay, down low. One. From here, get the knife. We're going to cast. One. We're going to grab the elbow, bend the arm, walk it around back. Okay. So we come from the body. One. Get that ready. Grab the middle joint. Bend. Roll, step in, lock, bring it down.